Yeah, we fly. Just like rockets in the sky. Yeah, we fly. Just like rockets in the sky. We take off, we blast off, we stay up, we lift off, we too high, can't catch up, we too high, can't catch up, yeah, we fly. Yo, everybody, welcome to the Horse's Mouth Podcast. I am your host, Robin Gould, the innovative, the creator, and the original. I'm just playing around here. There's nothing original about what I got going on, guys. Everybody's doing what I do. That's why I'm just so surprised that y'all out here trying to tell me to stop doing it. But anyway, we are doing part 4 of exposing preachers, well, part 3 of exposing preachers on the raw, unfiltered, and unedited Horse's Mouth Podcast. I am Robin Gould. This is a clown, Melvin Belk. Before we get started, we're going to tell some stories. But I want to hit y'all with a little something about this scam star. I think he is the lamest guy on this side of the Mason-Dixon line. This ain't no charlatan. He pussy. He scared. I'm going to show y'all how scared he was at that confrontation. The stutter. Yeah. You see, when you a scam star, ain't but so many places you can run to, bro. I found you once, and I'm going to find you again. You a runner, you a scam star. You gon' run away when it get hard. You will not get away this time. I know that you fell in love with doing crime. Best believe I know I made up my mind that I'ma get you, that I'ma expose you for everything that you do. Yeah. See, leave a trail of heartbreaks, but that's what you do. No matter the age, beware a scam's coming for you. Mr. Belk, he does a lot of talking, but don't know how to chew. He be spitting out his food. Ooh, 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 ooh. That was a little freestyle out the dome, you know what I'm saying? I had to show y'all. No, I'm playing. All right, I just wanted to have a little fun before I get into something so serious. Shout out Mooski, shout out Track Star. I don't own the rights to that beat or that song or that sound. You know what I'm saying? I'm just having some fun, you know, because in times like this where you're going to try to cook somebody medium rare because you don't want to be well done, like I don't want to go as hard as I really can because honestly, I feel bad for the church folk who see this. I don't want them to correlate that, oh, well, I'm just so angry that I don't have any control over myself. You know what I mean? Not that I give a damn about what people think, but at the same time, I want the focus of this to be on the victims, the people who've been hurt, the people who've been manipulated and lied to by this loser, the epitome of a clown, this piece of garbage, okay? That no one else gets harmed by him. Me included or anyone included, all in general. All right, before we get into how I found this weak male, I want to read a couple more stories of people who had hit me up since seeing my videos. And they want me to tell their story, but they want to stay anonymous. And I'm going to do that. Like I said, Mr. Belk, this ain't between me and your family. This ain't between me and your children. This ain't between me and your nieces and nephews. This is me and you, bro. I want the smoke, bro. Make sure I'm looking at the camera directly. I want the smoke. Where you at? Where you at? I want the smoke. You know, I remember watching one of your live. You said that God was sending you on a sabbatical. I wonder why. Anyway, let's get into these stories. This dude is a loser. Bro is a loser, bro. He's a loser. Okay, so check it. All right, y'all, here we go. Melvin scammed a female pastor, married her, took her money, divided her church, and then disappeared. All right. And then he popped back up with another woman. This is what this dude do. He's a clown star. He might need to change that from scam star. He's a runner. He's a clown star. He stepped outside of his marriage. He had a baby, right? And then denied that baby's existence until he was way older. And this is why he was at victory. It's probably, you know, what's crazy thing is, like I said, in the first video, first time I met A-A-M-N, you're not worth a damn. You're poor, you homeless, you can't do anything. But anyway, here we go. He stepped outside his marriage, had a baby, denied him until he was older. This was while he was at victory. Fast forward, I went to his church. All he talked about was money, bragged on how much he had. And then this is the key part, shaming others for not giving a certain amount. So during times in office, during the altar call, you see a $20, you feel like that ain't enough. You coming at the bro neck. Well, guess what? That's not up to you how much the tithe is. The tithe is 10%. That's what the Bible says. That's not up to you. So you're a scam star. You ain't shit. I'm sorry to say it. I've been trying my best to keep my composure when it comes to like profanity, but you ain't shit. After doing that, I didn't go back. Let's read another one. All right, like I said, these are all messages. These are all messages. Let's read another one. I gotta go to a different one. All right, here we go. Melvin stood in the pulpit and said how he was starting the Agnes Belk Foundation. I'm reading. I got my phone propped up while I'm reading, so I can use my hands. He said that the first recipient would be my grandmother, meaning the first recipient to his little charity that he scammed people out of. Because my grandmother took care of his mom when she was sick. He raised money and my grandmother didn't see a dime. Talked about how he was going to pay half her bills and he didn't do a damn thing. Ain't that something? Don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound familiar? My grandmother was on a fixed income, so that would have been a blessing. My grandmother was so excited because she needed the help, but was then so hurt when he didn't stick to it. He went out of his way. Hold on, y'all. This might be my guest. Let me give y'all a little second. It might be my guest right here. But yeah, man. Melvin Belk. There's no, and like I said, I had to go get the door for the homie. But there is no level of like, there's no level of like moral value when it comes to this man scamming. This man scammed somebody, grandma, who known him since she was a baby. And it says here that she was so hurt when he didn't stick to his word. She passed away hurt over that because she looked at him like a son. Y'all ignore my dog. Hold on. Champ, shut up. Anyway, y'all, my bad. The dog was making too much noise. You know, we raw, we don't edit. So I got to limit as much as possible because I ain't going back and editing nothing. It takes way too much work. I don't get how YouTube dudes sit down for a whole hour and just edit. Nah, bruh. I'm not trying to please people that much. And he got me messed up. I just want to expose this loser. All right, so check it. Here's the next little story. I'm going to read y'all. I might end up having to take a little break just because of the dog, but I'm going to keep all of this in the video. But leave that. All right, here we go, y'all. A few years ago, my previous stepmom had called me to ask if I knew him. Of course, I told her I did. She began to tell me her daughter-in-law was attending a church and her pastor was marrying him. He planned his own ministry and planned on merging. Shut up! He was running his own ministry and planned on merging it with hers. Okay? Hers meaning his fiance at the time. Now, his fiance's ministry was a well-known ministry and very established. I didn't know it because it's not in Charlotte. So clearly the ministry isn't in Charlotte. All right. He told the church that his ministry was built underneath Victory, which I immediately told her wasn't true. He conned them into believing that they would meet PG because before officially merging, Pastor Gould would have to meet the fiance and give his blessing, which I know is probably garbage. It's probably garbage. He probably never even spoke to PG about that, bro. I guarantee he never even spoke to PG about that. But this is, once again, an example of him using my grandfather's name to get business and to intervene in churches. Okay. He also told the fiance, she needed to stop working and driving her car because he wanted her to have a driver because Sister Gould did not drive her work. Meaning Sister Gould, meaning my grandma, trying to tell her that Miss Gould never had a job. Anyway, I was completely mind blown. I'm not sure they ended up marrying, but her ministry dissolved. Now, let me clear something up. I'm going to clear up a lot because if you ever try to do it again, I'm going to go ahead and put this in the forefront right now. Mrs. Gould's career was her work, meaning her ministry, like, is her job, right? She owns a... Sorry, y'all. I had to take the dog outside, bro. It was just too much going on. But anyway, so to clear that up, my grandmother has started a clothing line. Okay, she started a thrift store. Okay, she's helped with the designs and the curriculum for the Bible at like Sunday night Bible classes, and I'm sure she's helped with that as far as the school goes too. My grandmother is an author. So no, yes, she does work. She works. She has an income because she works. Something that Melvin Belk don't have. Melvin Belk don't have no income. He don't work. He ain't got no job. He ain't got no house. And the car he's sleeping in is mine. So he ain't got no car either. The fact that I caught that man trying to key on a date. Bet he was bragging about the car too. I bet he was going to be like, hey, you should see my new car. He's a loser. Anyway, this man has serious issues. I remember him on Wednesday nights teaching about how his mom had mental issues, and he's showing that he has it too. Yeah, I know that. I 4,000% agree. I 4,000% agree. This is a small. I haven't even gotten everything yet. I'm gonna let someone else tell the story. I'm just gonna tell like, okay. Belk took me and my wife for $25,000. And that's the only thing I'm going to say. I'm going to let bro tell his story when it's time for part 4, because I'm going to actually bring some victims. I'm going to try to bring as many victims as I can on either on the video or have them send a message for me to tell their story and be more direct. But we could just leave it at that. Belk took my wife and I for $25,000. Okay, let's read another story. Hey, Jay, I was so glad when I saw you creating this video and outing Mr. Belk. I was very ashamed to do this my own self because of grace and mercy, and I didn't want to, deal with the rebuke like I'm dealing with right now. He didn't want to deal with the persecution that y'all giving me. But basically, Melvin posed as a real estate agent, and my cousin at the time really needed housing for her and her kids. Okay. She came up with a deposit that Melvin spoke of. I won't tell the amount because they want that to stay anonymous. They want to be anonymous. She collected the deposit from her last, paid an application fee to him, and then was told to pick up the keys from the house a week later. Okay. Once given the deposit, she never heard from Melvin, went by the house in a week, and found out that a family had already bought and prioritized living in that unit. This y'all homie taking housing money from a single mom, using her last, trying to put up her and her kids. This the nigga that y'all want to protect. The nigga with the picnic basket suit on, recycling the same hat in every photo, putting on that kiwi shoe polish on his face so he can stay black. Got a bowling ball of a gut, but out here telling people he can help them lose weight in 30 days. Now I know what y'all really here for. I'm done talking about other people's stories. I know what y'all here for. Y'all here to see me confront this dude. My niece just showed up. Niecey! And my little sister just showed up. Zoe! But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this video. I'm ready for you guys to tap in and watch before I get into it. Now, even though I don't edit my actual content, a lot of parts of this video was edited simply because of some things that the police advised me on editing out. Like, for an example, when I told them the police report number or where he picked the car up from, or even where I met him out at, locations that could reveal my personal address and etc. And also people who were inside of Bonefish Grill who, we couldn't really get a dim, like it was just too dim. We couldn't really get the footage of what was going on inside of Bonefish. So we had to wait till we got outside. So a lot of that stuff is edited, filtered, and cut out. Hope you guys don't enjoy. I hope you get as furious as I did after.
Hey guys, you already know it's Rob. This is From the Horse's Mouth, so check it. We've been doing a little series on, pastors that been scheming and scamming people. And I told y'all my experience about.
Let's give it the full screen, bro.
Belk scamming me out of a car. And I also told y'all I was gonna find him. Well, I found him.
Big Liam Neeson.
See, right now, Mr. Belk, he think he's having the meal of his life. We're here at the Bonefish Grill in Concord Mills. It's 7:52 Eastern Standard Time, the day after April Fools. Right now, my personal emotions, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my personal emotions. Right now, I'm like got the adrenaline pumping and I'm getting angrier as I think about it. So I'm trying to calm myself, but my brain is going, okay, this guy, like I said, he's been a friend of the family, quote unquote, for years. And a lot of people think it's a mistake to put this man out, right? But I'm gonna keep it real with you. Ephesians 5:11, man. The Bible tells you straight up to expose people who are doing darkness. And that's what I'm about to do. There's about to be one less pastor in the streets. And I ain't even happy me to say that. All right, let's go get him.
Say that at all.
All right, y'all, so check it. The police have already been called. They've already been made aware of the situation. We are basically running our own sting operation here. Now, it took a lot of time and a lot of research to figure out where he was. But now that I know, I'm gonna have a guy basically going in right now to towards the back of the restaurant. He's gonna be there to just make sure that Mr. Belk doesn't try to escape from the back. I'm gonna be there making sure that, obviously not gonna get past me and my homie. He can't escape from camera and he can't escape from public. I already got somebody letting the manager of the restaurant know what's going on. So, hey, we're gonna give y'all the play.
Quick side note, shout out to my boy Meek for recording this and showing up with a crew, get me mic'd up and everything like that, crew meeting camera, etc. Thank you so much, bro. You were a real MVP for that. Shout out to my homie T, who was inside giving me the spy, the eye look, get the inside out and the look, basically what it looked like, etc. And shout out to the homie, we just gonna call him Ghost for this reason, not James St. Patrick, but he unanimous. But shout out to the homie Ghost. You know what I'm saying? Locking down the car while we was doing what we needed to do.
About play, literally, this is not a game. Look, I love all people, bro. But if you scam somebody and you scam me or you scam anyone, this is what could potentially happen to you. I'm just a normal guy.
And what I mean by that is, bro, scamming come with consequences too. You feel me? And most times with scammers you remember the show Cheaters or Catfish? When you out here scamming, you get put on candid camera, bitch. And it's just that plain and simple. You get put on the view of national for everybody to see you. And that's all I'm doing. So don't get mad at me. But before it switches over to the next clip, I'm gonna tell y'all about what happened when I got inside. So I go inside of the Bonefish Grill, right? Let me prioritize myself right here real quick. Okay. I go inside the Bonefish Grill, right? And the police, I give them a description of Melvin. The police, and this is kind of funny to me, they go to another black dude that kind of looked like what I said, and they got him in front of his date embarrassed. His date looking at him like, bro, what did you do? What did you do? He over there confused, this is not me. I don't know who Melvin Belk is, right? And so I kind of saw it from the outside looking in. So I walked inside of the restaurant at this point. So I walked inside the restaurant. I point towards the police. I'm like, yo, look, he's right here. He's facing the door so he can see who comes in, who comes out. Once the police come into his view, I'm not even in his view yet. But once the police come into his view, literally his eye opened like crazy, right? Once he saw me coming from behind, he tried to get up. Knee hit the table. He buckled and almost fell. I kid you not. Look at these messages. Kid you not. Kid you not. You see what I said, right? Thank you so much, man. I'm glad I got him. When he almost fell in the restaurant, it took everything not to laugh. Me too. I'm not capping. The man almost pulled the Charlie horse trying to get away. Talking about the knee hit the couple of the pop. I'm telling you, bro, if I could really reiterate what like kind of like re-illustrate it, it would be more or less the lines like this. He saw me. I hope y'all can see. I'm gonna go ahead and bend that down like this. Okay, he saw me. He's sitting down. He gets up. That's the sound of his knee hitting the table. He falls down. The chair's like this. No cap. No cap. He's pulling the chair trying to keep himself up. And then says this. As he gets up, then says, I'll leave. Don't worry. I'll meet y'all outside. Trying to pretend like he was going to. This joker was trying to tell the police to go ahead and go outside first, and he going to meet us outside. Then he going to try to put his hand on my shoulder as he's walking past me. He's like, hey, bro. I said, bro, don't touch me, bro. You're a clown. You a clown. But anyway.
Here hunting the preacher down. Can I get an amen? Look, guys, we already got permission from the police to film. We got permission from Bonefish Grill to film. I told y'all I was exposing them. You can show the car meet. Concord Police is here. Look, we're going to try our best to keep it as peaceful as possible. All right? Peaceful as possible. We don't want the drama. But if Melvin does act crazy, I ain't going to lie, y'all. For the sake of, you know, laughter, I hope he acts crazy. But if he doesn't, you know what I'm saying, we're going to try to chop it out real peaceful. Just tell him to give me the car, take it to small claims court, hit him with the charges in Charlotte-Mecklenburg. But, you know, this is, I think this is honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Okay, they said that, look, he's wearing black. He's wearing black, but the lights are dim in there. Like I said, I got a spy in there already. He's chatting it up. I hope he's eating, bro. I want to go in there with him. I hope he's eating.
Okay, so he went out of town. So I let Asia Belk use the car.
Here we go, guys.
He's chatting it up. I hope he's eating, bro. I want to go in there with him. I hope he's eating.
Okay, so he went out of town. So I let Asia Belk use the car. She paid for a week. I did a week. I gave him $300. Okay, and I was gonna we were gonna do a bit.
Pause. Okay, so in order to rent my vehicle, you got to pay me $250 a week, right? Right there, you just heard him say he got $300 from Asia Belk. Asia, the girl that he's gonna be blaming to say that stole my car from him, right? He gonna say Asia Belk gave him $300, and then he had $300 to give me, right? That's a total of $600. Why I only get 1 week, bro? That means you took Asia's money too. And the craziest part of it all is, yo, Melvin, is that you didn't even really give me $300. Technically, you gave me $270 because your broke tail homeless self couldn't find a way to come pick up the car, so I had to give you Uber money. Anyway, yeah. I had to get this man Uber money, y'all. I had to get him in. And guess what? He didn't even tip. He didn't even tip. He's a loser.
This is together. So I let my cousin, Asia Belk, use the car. That's what I did. Okay. It broke my heart that she got mad at me and tried to keep the car. I wanted to tell him, he can look at his phone and say, man, let's talk. I say, report the car stolen in his phone. He show it to you. Okay. I said,
okay, y'all seen all my messages in the last video. I posted everything. Did y'all see any mention of somebody named Asia Belk? Did y'all see any mention of him telling me what to do? No, I told him that I was going to call the police, and he said, okay, do that. I told him what I was going to do, and he said, okay, do that. He's a clown.
Report it stolen because she's trying to keep the car. I can call you and show you. I talked to my brother. Her dad, Anthony Belk, was my brother.
I'm going to show you. He can talk.
He said,
so
man,
you made a deal with him for you to use the car.
Yeah.
Then you let her use the car.
I did.
Now, what was the deal with you and him to use the car? How much? A couple $100 a week or something like that?
$250.
$250 a week?
Yes, sir.
And you haven't been paying the $250 a week?
Because at the end of the day,
have you or have you not?
Look, I did. I don't give a fuck.
Look, you hear that? So you haven't been paying the $250 a week because of at the end of the day. That don't even make sense, bro. At the end of the day, what? Wait. You let someone else drive it so you feel like you don't have to pay for it even though the contract's in your name? Nasty.
So no. You've had it since like March, early March.
About 3 weeks, yes, sir.
Right?
No.
So
this yesterday, where Monday would be 4 weeks.
I know you let somebody else use it, but you don't want to decide to deal with the man, right? So he can go get it. Because the car needs to come back.
I agree with that.
What steps have you taken to try to get him the car back? No. I'm asking a question.
Okay.
I'd like an answer.
I want to talk to him.
I asked you a question.
Yes, sir.
What steps have you taken to get the car back?
The disrespect is what the problem is.
You're not.
Hey, yo, this man he's a clown. He's a clown star. I ain't even about to hit him with the clown music yet. I want to get through the video, but I can't because he is so like full of shit, bro. He is so full of baloney. He's so full of baloney. And the fact that y'all out here standing on business trying to protect that man. This is who y'all trying to protect.
Not done anything. Because that's how I'm interpreting your answer by not answering my question.
Okay.
I've asked you a very direct question twice now. What steps have you taken to get the car back, to make it right?
I threatened her until I
So you haven't gone to try to get the car?
Report it stolen.
You haven't gone to try to go get the car?
I've been over there 6-7 times. I've been there 67 times.
He been there 6-7 times, but can't give you an exact address of where the shorty at. He been by there 6-7 times, but he don't know where the car at. He been threatening her, but he don't know where she at. He been threatening her, but he can't get in contact with her because she blocked him. How you gonna threaten somebody that unblocked you? I know how to find somebody that unblocked me. That's how I found you. That's how I found you. Is it you dumb enough to not even erase your digital footprint? Loser.
Trying to catch her.
You don't talk to her?
She blocked me. But I can do this. I can call my brother from my phone. He'll tell you.
Where's the car at?
1080. Let's look at my phone. Well, she works at. I can get the address on my phone.
You didn't bring it out here with you?
I'll go get it.
Let's go get it real quick.
So you know what the funny part before he even say it, right? Funny part before he even say it. He's talking about let me get the phone right quick, the phone in the restaurant. So he basically telling the police to not follow him in the restaurant so he can go get the phone. Listen to the word. Listen to where he really just said just now. Listen to this.
Works at. I can get the address on my phone.
You didn't bring it out here with you?
I'll go get it.
Let's go get it real quick.
I'll be right back. I'll walk with you.
Y'all hear him, right? No, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Nah, I'm following you. I'm on your ass, Mr. Belk. Talk about, let's call our business MJ Reynolds. People are going to think it's Michael Jordan. Well, you are the biggest clown on this side of the Mason-Dixon line, bro. You are the biggest snake oil salesman on this side of the Mason-Dixon line, bro. I can't even believe there's people willing to associate themselves with you. You out here wearing a gym teacher starter pack. Hold on, y'all. So yeah, man, let's get back into it. Sorry, I had the doorbell ring, you know what I'm saying? So I had to come at it. But let's just look at this dude wearing the gym teacher starter pack. I live in my car starter pack. The gray sweatpants that you get on 2K, the generic, the one when you're a player at 67 overall, that's what he wearing. Then he got the same hat. The same hat. That man is a recycler. He got no drip in his closet. Okay. Polka dot tie.
So at the end of the day, you can
2K generic pants. When that man go out on a date to Bonefish Grill, he not wearing Gucci. He not wearing Polo. He not wearing none of the luxury brands that he say he can afford. He not pulling up in a Rolls Royce. He's pulling up in the 2K starter pants.
Oh, I'm letting you know how embarrassing that is to me.
The two of y'all gonna be work anything out standing right here talking? You want to try to say anything?
Yeah. So this is what I want from you. I want to know where the car is, like really where the car is. If you sold the car, just tell me, because I've heard you done this before, where you take someone's car and you sell it to somebody else.
That's some bull.
No, it's not, bro. Okay. I've heard a lot about you. People have sent me everything, bro. They've sent me stuff.
I'm amazed that you would go there and stay there.
Bro, what are you amazed of? If you would have paid me the car, what are you talking about, bro?
At the end of the day, let me say something.
What I want y'all to do is
you don't have to.
Where is the car?
Y'all don't have
Where's the car and pay the
physically.
Where's the car? Oh, of course not, bro. I'm not touching you.
That's not the case.
We're not going to disturb the peace in the
We're
middle
trying
of
to
the
keep
traffic.
Bonefish under control. You know what I mean?
So
trying to have an evening here.
We're done.
Okay.
We're trying to let y'all two work it out right now.
So pay the bill.
He's so back and forth and anxious. His knees buckling and whatnot. Look at his footwork.
We're trying to keep Bonefish under control. You know what I mean?
So
trying to have an evening here.
We're done.
We're trying to let y'all two work it out right now.
So
Bruh knees looser than Shannon Sharp's when he walked out the van. He did with the total line. Yeah. Loose, bruh. Man about to be going back to jail, bro.
Pay the bill, pay what you owe. I want you to pay what you owe in full.
Two things.
In full.
Two things. Ain't none of that happen. You disrespect me. You talk with some sense.
I asked for my car.
We're trying to keep Bonefish.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So
trying to have an even here.
We're done.
Okay.
We're trying to let y'all two work it out right now.
So pay the bill, pay what you owe. I want you to pay what you owe in full.
Two things.
In full.
Two things. Ain't none of that happen. You disrespect me. You talk with some sense. We can work things out. Don't disrespect me.
What are you talking about, man?
The only nigga been stuttering the whole time is him. He the only one that ain't making no sense. I asked you where the car at. I asked you where the location of the person you say got the car. 1048. Let me get my phone. I don't even know. But it's your niece. You don't know, but it's your niece. I asked you I asked you when you gonna pay the bill. Why you can't pay the bill? What do you say? It's the disrespect. It's the disrespect for me. Bro, come on, gang. You 57 years old, bro. You almost 60 years old. Wearing 2K starter sweatpants at Bonefish Grill. On a date that you can't even afford. What was you going to do? You was going to play with the wallet. How much is it? Let me pull the card out. Run it. No, you can't run this one here. The money on there, I just opened up the account yesterday. You know, I got checking and saving. I got try to run this one. Come back with the card. See, sorry, it was declined. Oh, really? I didn't know that would decline. I know I got money on it. They tripping, man. I gotta call the bank. This is my DoorDash card. You know, run this one. Came back declined. Everything comes back declined. Now he calling people. Hey, send me some money, blah, 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 etc. Like move the money around. Probably was gonna have the date pay for the food. If I wouldn't have came through, probably was gonna have the date pay for the food. Because he's a clown.
Mr. Belk, you disrespected me. Where's my car?
Okay, get a chance to talk now. Finish.
Where's my car? What do you mean? You have all the time in the world to talk. I've called you. You've been ducking me. You blocked me. All this other stuff. So now I had to go out extreme measures. So like you said in the police report is stolen. Yeah. I said, where's my car? I said, bro, if you told me you had the car. So okay, you know what? That's what it is. This is what it is, bro.
About to break it.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is what it is.
I know me. I don't need to see that. I'm glad that this is making. I feel this might sound crazy, but I'm glad they're here.
Yeah, he bet he is.
Because I never, this was never the goal. The goal was me and this young man was going to do some business.
Man, please, get the hell out of here, bro.
Okay, well, you don't do that. What you want me to say to him?
Look. I'm in Charlotte. Look. Hold on.
That's not gonna help you, man.
Hold on. I'm in Charlotte to come get the guard. Today is the last day before.
The man talking to me, talking about that's not going to help you. Me insulting him ain't going to help you like the police going to do something to me. Hey, man, you need to calm all of it down, man. That ain't going to help you. Nigga, please. You are a certified loser, bro. Certified loser. My man went to college at the Crib University. He has a degree in laziness and scamming. He's worked hard at I Can't Find a Job or Us. And he's been doing this his whole life. This is the way he lives. Okay. And I got, like I said, bro, this is no smoke with anybody that has the Belk name that ain't Melvin. Honestly, it took a lot for me to even expose this man like this. I was deliberating not to even do it before I did. I told my mom for weeks, let's not do it. It wasn't because of Melvin. It's because of his kids. Because I went to school with his kids. I went to school with his with the sister, with the one of the older daughters, and I went to school with one of his younger sons. Found out that man got more kids than he can count, but still, I went to school with his kids. So I'm like, let me spare this man. But we come to a conclusion that men like him can't be saved because they don't want to be saved. Got to change that lyric to J. Cole.
Before I really have to report it. I'm not trying to report it, so I came down from Raleigh. When you have a chance, hit my line so I can try to get the car back. Coming from Tennessee, if it's not at the spot, yes, report is stolen. He told me he was in the vehicle. Some situations don't work. Some situations don't work when it's someone else's money. I will call. Let me get out the mountain area. Huh? I'm going off your word, bro. You said you would pay me weeks ago. This car is a weekly rental. You said you're 3 weeks behind at this date. Why are you talking about where the car can't pay the rent, but you out here in Bonefish Grill eating, smiling, kiki-kiing with a date? Bro, are we gonna, that's hilarious.
Let's find the car, man.
That's hilarious.
Find the car.
They didn't make the call.
Well, let's find out where it's at.
Come on.
Look, I can answer questions, but the only thing I can't get my car back, but I can keep the insults. See, the man, he's afraid of confrontation, bro. He's a punk, bro. And I'm really getting on him, like I said, so that way other people don't get harmed by this, man. Like, for real.
He provides civil information as well. Civil.
I mean, he can do his unauthorized use charge in Mecklenburg if that's what he wants to do, because at the end of the day, that's what it is.
That, or you could just go the civil route.
And I'm going, sue him for however much the car value and everything.
All that stuff.
Because we don't know where the car is at.
So you want to go just y'all
call your brother. Call your brother. You're no one's talking.
I'm just trying to make.
Bro trying to talk about, we're going to silver route, like he can just get out of it. He's like, oh. So that what we're doing? We're just gonna go to silver route. I'm like, bro, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the officers. Of course, you ready to get up out of here. You're the loser. For however much the car value and everything.
All that stuff.
We don't know where the car is at.
So you want to go just y'all
call your brother. Call your brother. You're no one's talking.
I'm just trying to make sure I understand.
Because right now you're on the hook for the car.
Yeah.
And however many payments you got, and if we don't know where the car is at, you probably got to pay for that car too. So you're on the hook right now.
Okay.
So
I'm not denying that, but I just want to calm down. I just want to calm down with the insults and calm down. Help me find the car.
Find that car.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let's try to figure that out right now.
All of the messages between Nika and him, I'm having him come to our inbox to girl that you want to end that she knows that too. The whole relationship. I said, just so you know, this way he fell out of share the rest of it.
Speak.
And I just left her right there. You'll see now.
Right, he is the victim in this. His car is the one that's missing. You had it.
You got a dealer's car. Give me your dealer's car.
I'm not denying that.
Give me your dealer's car.
So, bro, I asked, bro, simply, I'm like, look, bro, you telling me you love me, you telling me I'm your grown, I'm underneath you, or you underneath my granddad, blah, 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 etc. So I asked him for the car that he drove there. Look at what he says.
Walk home. Give me your.
I told the man to walk home.
Right, he is the victim in this. His car is the one that's missing. You had it.
You got a dealer's car. Give me your dealer's car.
I'm not denying that.
Give me your dealer's car.
Look how tense he got. I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Bro ain't got no dealership. Bro got very tense up because I was ready to take his home. He's living in that car, bro. I was ready to evict you out your own crib to get me to hold it for collateral. Give me your car.
Walk home. Give me your dealer's car. How about that? Give me your dealer's car.
It don't work like that.
Obviously, why? Why won't it work like that? Why, Mr. Belk? You love me so much. You know me when you was a kid. Why would you? If you feel so ashamed, give me your car. Give me your car. Give me your car. I'm not. Give me your car. If you so, Pastor Belk, holy Melvin Belk. If you so holy,
we all dirty.
If that's what you've done, you've undergirded my granddad for 10 years, talking about Pastor Gould is the one that prevented me from being tricked. You said my granddad helped you from being tricked, and now you're tricking me, the grandson, after he died. This is what you do. No, I'm not the only victim, bro. I've exposed you already. People have come out, they've posted things. Give me my car.
Tell me where the car's at so we can get it back.
Again, I went there 3 or 4 times.
So is that enough?
During the day. I'm going to go during the day.
I'm asking yes and no questions.
He's been to places 3-4 times. He's been to addresses 6-7 times, but he can't give an exact location where it's at. He's just not worth a D, a A, a M, a N. He ain't worth a damn.
Here, okay.
About him is
Are you going to help him get the car?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'm serious. I want to.
Do you want to give it back to him? You said.
You hear him? Do you want to give it back? He don't answer nothing.
No, Forrest, go. Fine, I want to go over there and catch her.
Look, I want to catch her. He don't even want to. When he asks, do you want to give the car back to him? He talks about catching her. He doesn't talk about giving me my car back. Listen to it.
Questions here, okay? What's the question? Are you going to
tricked, and now you're tricking me, the grandson, after he died. This is what you do. No, I'm not the only victim, bro. I've exposed you already. People have come out, they've posted things. Give me my car.
Tell me where the car's at so we can get it back.
Again, I went there 3 or 4 times.
So is that enough?
During the day. I'm going to go during the day.
I'm asking yes and no questions here, okay?
What's the question?
Are you going to help him get the car?
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I'm serious. I want to.
Do you want to give it back to him? You said you want to.
No, Forrest, go. Fine, I want to go over there and catch her. You got a second key?
Yes, I have a second key, and I'm not giving it to you, bro. Are you serious?
Okay, how about this?
Bro, ask me if I had a spare key to give to him so he can go and get the car that he stole. I said, bro, you think I'm stupid? Listen to what he says. You have
Okay.
What's your question?
Are you
Can
going
you
to help
get
him
the
get the
car
car?
Yeah, I
back?
want to. Yeah, I'm serious. I want to.
Do you want to give it back to him? You said you want to.
No, Forrest, go. Fine, I want to go over there and catch her. You got a second key?
Yes, I have a second key, and I'm not giving it to you, bro. Are you serious?
Okay, how about this?
What, are you serious, bro? What type of like, bro? You think I'm stupid?
So if it's there, I'm able to snatch it. That's why I'm saying that.
Hey yo, he gotta. Yo, this dude has to be the biggest idiot. Hey yo, you ever seen that episode of SpongeBob where Patrick's brushing the he's sweeping the floor with the back part of the broom, and the fish walks up to him and say, "Hey, bro, you just flew in from Stupid Town." That's Melvin Belk. When he said that, I should have hit him with a, "You just flew in from Stupid Town, didn't you?" You know, he'd be flying everywhere else first class. Man, flew to California. The man building a house in Florida. The man was flying from Tennessee.
Go get the car. Bring it back.
Bring it back to me.
I would need a key.
Why
If
do you
she's-
need the key? She's your niece. You talk to
Oh
her,
man,
tell her to
see,
give you the key.
so she blocked me.
Why would you need the key? She's your niece. First thing that come out of his mouth is see black people. And then he says, well, she blocked me. In the words of Cat Williams, once again, nigga, don't you know we can see you? We all see you.
So she in Tennessee too,
Talking about he gonna work you out. See the back face.
huh?
Can't block you.
She in California too, huh? She building a house in Florida too,
Talk to her
huh?
in
So
person.
that's what I say.
She can't block you. if
Come
you
on,
walk up and
bro.
talk to her.
You hear what I said? You hear I called him out?
She too, huh?
Can't block you.
No,
She in
that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah. Go get the car. Bring it back.
bring it back to me.
I would need a key.
Why
If
do you need
she's-
the key? She's your niece. You talk to
Oh
her,
man,
tell her to
see,
give you the key.
so she blocked me.
So she in Tennessee too, huh?
Can't block you.
She in California too, huh? She building a house in Florida too,
Talk to her
huh?
in
So
person.
that's what I say.
She can't block you. if
Come
you walk
on,
up and
bro.
talk
Go
to
to,
her.
you go to wherever
Yeah, because
the
I'm
thing is
putting
at.
your business
Call
out,
him.
bro.
You tell him because he has.
It's gonna be from.
Now you see, that's the end of everything right there, y'all. But the police told him to make sure that he stays in contact with me, right? To make sure he stays in contact with me to get the car. So let's see if we can call him. Let's see if we can call Mr. Belk. I'm gonna show y'all.
Your call has been
Y'all see this?
forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Y'all know what that means?
9 8
I got
0.
blocked. Look at this. The police told him to make sure I get my car right and stay in touch with me. Let's try to text him. Call me. You clown. Watch it go green. The other one above it already green. Y'all see it ain't say deliver yet. I'm in Wi-Fi. I got all the bars. Y'all can see it. Green. I mean blue. It's still trying to deliver. So Mr. Belk's number, for anybody who don't know, is 980-448-9056. That's 980-448-9056. I tried to keep this video. I was trying to keep this video within 50 minutes. I'm at like 44 minutes. So I really want to thank everybody for taking the time out to actually listening. Hey, look, guys, we have a predator out here. Okay. We have a scam star. Okay. We have someone that needs to be brought to justice. All right. Not just because of what I went through, but because of what many other testimonies or what, no, I won't call it testimony, but just many other stories that people have brought to my attention to expose how horrible, how evil, and how less of a man he is. So, Mr. Buck, I'm going to look at the camera and I'm going to talk to you. Because last time I did this, I found you. I'm going to find you again. You see, poor people don't have resources. I ain't poor, bro. I got lots of resources. Poor people don't really have friends. They can't go out to do nothing. They can't celebrate nothing because they ain't got no money. So you ain't got no friends. Even the date that you were supposed to be on, I'm sure she'll never talk to you again. Who would sit there and talk to somebody that got dragged out of Bonefish Grill and 2K starter pack juice? All right, your shoes didn't even have no name brand. I don't even know what you was wearing, bro. Probably something you got down from the shelter. And it ain't nothing wrong with people going through a hard time. But there is something wrong with people going through a hard time and trying to pretend like they live in large. You out here taking pictures of Rolls Royces and Range Rovers at the dealership like we can't see you. Talk about, this is going to be my birthday gift. Bro, you're a clown, bro. And I feel bad for your family members. I feel bad for your children. I feel bad for everybody that is associated with the coon you are, because you a coon. You are a black male who exploits black people. You a coon. This has been Rob with the horse's mouth, and hit Mr. Belk with that mother intro.
Yeah, we fly just like rockets in the sky. Yeah, we fly just like rockets in the sky. We take off, we blast off, we stay up, we lift off, we too high, can't catch up, we too high, can't catch up. Yeah, we fly